Because I want to give you an encouraging word. I know so many brothers and sisters that are here on the earth, they walk around as if they're just existing. But I want to encourage you, my friend, you're not just existing. You have purpose in your life. Listen, even if you haven't turned from your ways and said, Jesus, I need you, even though you haven't believed upon Jesus and what he did on the cross for you, you still have purpose, or you wouldn't be here on the earth. The problem is you haven't heard the call yet, so he could reveal that purpose to you. Maybe you ain't heard the gospel of the good news of what Jesus Christ did for you. But I want you to know, whoever's watching this video, you have purpose. And guess what? God knew you before your parents knew you. I like to look at it like this. In the historical text, Jeremiah 1:5, he said, I knew you before I formed you. Listen, God knew you and God held you before your parents ever held you or knew you. When he said, I knew you before I formed you, yes, that's an encouraging word for us, because we start out in the womb also, just as Jeremiah started out in the womb. But he said, I knew you. He knew what, man? He knew the bad decisions we would make. He knew the path we would take. He knew all the bad things about us. He knew the things we would struggle with. He knew the weaknesses in our life. But guess what? That did not stop him from loving us and saying, I'm still going to put a purpose in each and every person's life, that they can establish the kingdom on the earth. My friend, you're not just walking around with created ideals. You're not just walking around with this passion and desire to do something good. My friend, that is God, and God put that in you, my friend, to do those things. If you look at the word formed, when he said, I formed you in the womb, when you look at the word formed in the Hebrew, the word tied to it is purpose. God formed. Because I want to give you an encouraging word. I know